What's good, man? Let's get into it. Let's talk a little Atlanta Falcons here, people. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins. I've been wanting to talk about this for a little while. I just wanted to see how this Viking game went. You feel me? Because you never know. Kirk Cousins could have had a comeback game against his old former team that let him go, the Vikings. But unfortunately, as I sit here and record it, it's 45-21. So they're not coming back. So is Kirk Cousins washed? And, listen, look, do I think Kurt is washed? No, but clearly Kurt is not the same Kurt as before. And I just want to sit here and say, shout out to Kurt, that generation of quarterbacks, the Rodgers, the Kurtz. Russ is still balling, but Russ probably has a good few years. Joe Flacco, you're done, bro. You had a flash in the pan year last year. You're done. Who else? That era of quarterback, it's about over. You know what I'm saying? Brady's gone, Manning's gone, the Mannings are gone, Phillip and Ben are gone. It's time for the Mahomes, Lamar, Allen's, those guys to run the league. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is there. But is Kurt washed? I don't think Kurt is washed. I just think Kurt should have went to the Niners. He should have went to an established team. Let's be for real. The Falcons are not really an established team. Let's keep it all the way for real. They're not an established team. Like, the Falcons are talented, yes, but they need a young guy back there to develop. Kurt is not a young guy. Clearly, he's not a young guy. Obviously. Everybody knows that. But Kurt looks bad out there. This dude's averaging an interception a game. He can't even fake stat his way to victories now. He's not even producing as he once was before. And listen, look, am I saying Kurt is that bad? No. But at the same time, Atlanta, you paid $180 for this to get beat up by the Bucs again? You guys are just wasting your talent at this point. For real. You guys are just wasting your talent at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's what is the point of getting Kirk Cousins? Especially if let's be for real. Everybody knew they're going to draft a quarterback in the first round. Well, at least they knew. They knew they were taking a quarterback in the first round. What was the point of signing Kirk Cousins? For what? Now, I will say this. Kirk Cousins is a smart quarterback. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. And it's ironic that Kirk Cousins is having this horrible year. So I don't know if Kirk is having a bad year statistically. Actually, let's look it up right now. I don't know if Kurt's having a bad year statistically, but he's having a bad year overall because the Falcons, I don't even think, are in playoff contention right now. Let's look at Kirk Cousins' numbers real quick. Should have had this up. Very unprofessional of me right here. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. A little over 3,000 yards, 17 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. And we're already in week 13 already. This guy would have had at least 25 touchdowns if it was a year or two ago. That is beyond crazy. And I can't even sit here and blame the injury because the injury really doesn't – Kurt's really not that mobile. He's really not that mobile. You feel me? So it's I don't know what to say about Kurt because at the end of the day, bro, it's just 3,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. I mean, that's not bad per se. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep it like this for the rest of the video, guys, because my Wi-Fi is messing up. So apologize for that. But it might be time for Michael Penix. And I said it then. Hey, Giants. Hey, who else needed a quarterback? Anybody that needed to trade up for a quarterback. This is why you get a quarterback. You were going to rely on Kirk Cousins, who's 35 years old, coming off an ACL tear. Granted, I didn't think the signing was bad, but now they have a backup plan. People are clowning the Falcons for spending $180, which is dumb. Fine, sure. It's dumb. But they got Michael Penix sitting in the wing, marinating, no diddy, and learning from Kirk Cousins, who's a pretty good quarterback. People might say Kurt should go to the Hall of Fame for his numbers. Now, me personally, if I was running the Hall of Fame, he's nowhere near my Hall of Fame. Not no. But if you probably look at the numbers, he probably put up, Hall of Fame numbers. You feel me? So, hey, listen. This is why, look. I'm looking at it right now. The Falcons are 6-6. They just lost to the Vikings 42-21. And I get the Vikings are home, but at the same time, bro, come on, bro. It might be time for Kurt to, be a family man. Shout out to Kurt, he's a God-fearing man, so I respect him on a personal. I respect him, as a human, but at the same time, man, I mean, it might be time to pack it up, Kurt. And as it goes for Michael Penix, I'm gonna keep it real. I I don't know what your schedule is, but I will probably ride out Kurt for the rest of this year and keep Penix on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Still have him learn, so have him learn the system and just ride out Kirk. Because, I mean, you're going to have to pay that money for the first 2 years. Ride out Kirk for the next 2 years, and you got Michael Penix out there. And for people out there saying, oh, Penix is old, can you shut up? Penix is like 25. He's not old. He's not old. What sense does that even make? Like, quarterbacks are playing until like their 40s, their late 30s or early 40s. So what is that? So if Penix is 25, so say like he starts at 27, that's 10 years you're getting of Penix if he's good. People just don't know ball, but it is what it is. That's my thoughts. What are yours? What's your thoughts on the Atlanta Falcons, Michael Penix, Kirk Cousins, and do you think Kirk Cousins is washed? RJ out.